Welcome, you guys. How are you doing? I mean, I don't know if people really understand, but the schedule of your shooting is insane, and you still managed to make it to Comic-Con. Andrew Lincoln, how are you feeling right now?
Well, I think I'm having an out-of-body experience at the moment. This is insane.
Yeah.
The shooting schedule is crazy, as always. It's hot, it's fierce, it's brutal, and we love it that way. You know, it's so good. Can I just say, it's so good to be back here again, and because this is, and to see all you guys, you know, and it's amazing because without you guys, this show would not exist, and that's the bottom line. And so it kind of always, people are saying, what's it like to be back at Comic-Con? I say, well, it just feels like you kind of come home here as well, and just so you know, everybody is busting their guts to bring you the best season we've ever brought to you this year, and a big salute to the crew as well, because they are phenomenal, and just as much an important member of this family.
I mean, even just last year, there were a lot of people.
I love you very much as well.
It's very heartfelt.
Well, in a very real way, I love you. Not as much as my wife or children, but...
Thank you.
Can they quote you on that in the trailers? Guy at Comic-Con says, best show on TV, period. There's like 9 exclamation points. I mean, this, you know, being in Hall H and just sort of graduating, like, this is the biggest hall at the biggest con in the world, and you see that the fans, and because most of the time you guys are working in a bubble, you're in Georgia, you don't get to see this kind of interaction, so, you know, Sarah, how is it for you to come and see this?
It's wonderful. Even though I know there are some of you who are mad at me. And that's cool. We'll talk about it later. Or we won't, whatever. You know, I mean, we go and we promote this all over the place. I think we've probably been to, you know, more territories than we can possibly count. But this is our only opportunity to interact with you guys. You know, everywhere else we go, we're talking to press and we're dealing with journalists, and that's fine, but here we get it from you guys, and you're honest and you're raw, and the feedback we get from you guys is incredible. It's also really humbling. I don't know if I can see the end of this.
Amazing.
It doesn't end. It just sort of blends into the horizon, like as far as you can see.
Love you, Norman!
The stormtroopers at the back.
I always especially this panel, I always wonder, like, if that girl got infected and became a zombie, like, how quickly could Hall H just turn like that? How quickly would it spread? I'm sure there's a sim that you could run that would tell you the answer to that.
The apocalypse
That was for
starts
you,
at
Dee.
Comic-Con.
Norman Reedus, Daryl Dixon.
It looks like Christmas in here. All these little camera phones.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you guys so much. We love each other and our job, and you guys rock. You know what I mean? So, thank you so much.
Norman, the ladies seem to be all up in your business.
Everybody loves a redneck. You know what I mean?
How are you seeing Daryl this season, and how have you seen him evolve? And is there anything that you can share, even as your sort of philosophical approach to the character in season 3, without giving anything away?
Well, I mean, he's a guy that's under the thumb of his big brother Merle, and you can imagine what that would be like. Out of that, being away from Merle, he's sort of finding himself needed and appreciated. And he's sort of making bonds with all these people, and he'd fight to the death for, this group of people. And I think it means a lot to him. Sophia meant a lot, and he's sort of finding his way. He's kind of growing up. I don't know. I love playing him. I keep finding new things about him all the time.
I love him so much. That's all it is, I think, right?
Geek Nation loves you, Norman!
Love you back.
Which nation?
Geek Nation!
Oh, Geek Nation loves you. This is the freaking Geek Nation. What are you talking about? Laurie Holden, you're separated from the group now, so you have a whole separate thing that's